opponent is barely out of his teens over in the blue corner. And that is David Surov. In the round of 16, he beat the man from French Polynesia, Aritea Putoa, on a unanimous decision verdict.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. This is action in the 92 kilogram plus super heavyweight division between boxers from Kyrgyzstan and Russia. The boxer wearing red is the immensely talented Myrzakir Koshaliev. Just 18 years of age, and not only did he win the Continental Under-22 event in Colombo, Sri Lanka earlier this summer, he was named the best male boxer. You know, when I first saw when he boxed his way through to the quarterfinals of the World Youth Championships in Budva, Montenegro last year, I was ringside to commentate on that tournament. He's just taken a cracking right cross from the man in blue, and that is David Surov. He's just 20 years of age and has proven himself to be a very capable boxer during the course of this tournament. In the round of 32, he was a man who progressed via walkover over Dmitry Milicic of Montenegro before that unanimous points decision win over French Polynesia's Aritea Putoa at the round of 16. So contrasting approaches by these two. Surov, very organized boxer, just touching his man repeatedly to the body. And the question is, can Koshaliev do anything to pick up his foot speed? Because maintaining a gap very effectively and just piling up points to the body. Here's Surov, and he's being encouraged by a vocal crowd here at the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Center. So Surov keeping the movement going. And Koshaliev picked off without reply by that long slapping left. There's another touching jab to the body. And he's used that shot repeatedly, feinting in and out with the feet. And you can see the rapidity of Koshaliev's hands. But he's being touched up pretty consistently by Surov, who is controlling the distance. And I'm wondering whether that previous combination, which just saw Koshaliev standing off, has shaken up the man in red, because he's seeking to play counter-puncher now. He gets up on his toes, but the man controlling the tempo and the terms, indeed the territory which this contest is being boxed, is Surov, as he's continually in and out with the feet. And look at that, how many jabs without reply to the body. And I think that is going to be a clear round for Surov. Some of the action from that opening round. So it's a clean sweep of the cards for Surov. All 5 judges
Seconds out.
10-9 verdicts.
Round 2.
So moving to the second round, seeking to quicken his feet and get onto the front foot now. Here's the man from Kyrgyzstan. But Surov demonstrated very good boxing and moving with that shot right there, principle in his repertoire, just thrusting out a scoring left jab to the body. Koshaliev really hasn't been able to find his range with any consistency because Surov has done an outstanding job keeping the movement going. Trying to get closer to let his quick clusters go is the man in red. So he's doing a very good job maintaining the gap. And again, look at that double jab in double quick time to the body from Surov. Looking for the overhand right to catch the advancing Surov, but look at that, bringing the backhand into play now. And his movement is the key factor in this effective strategy so far from the man in blue, because he's scoring freely from both flanks to both body and head. Everything is straight. There was an exchange of jabs, but for the most part, Koshaliev not able to get himself into contention here. Big swing and a miss with the left hook. And this can be an incredibly frustrating experience when in with a boxer who possesses greater dexterity, greater speed of foot, because the hands of Koshaliev are rapid indeed, but he simply can't close the gap against Surov to let them go and hope to land. Can he cut off the ring? Can he seek to impose his physicality and get close and maybe lean on the man in blue a little bit to seek to drain his gas tank? Work away here now and show the hand speed that has become such a hallmark of his boxing. Can Surov keep the movement going? But again, when a boxer is in a flow state, fatigue tends not to be a factor, but this is where surely Koshaliev has got to get to make it physical and try and drain the energy levels of the man in blue, because he's pecking and poking his way to a points victory right now through 2 completed rounds. So both corners working overtime in a bid to keep their boxers' core temperatures down. That'll be soaked in ice water, those tiles, and just producing a cooling shower. Pretty temperate conditions here at Dubai this time of night. It's approaching 8:30 p.m. local time as we see some of the action from the second round. So 2 rounds completed, both of them scored unanimously in favor of Surov.
Your third and final round.
So as we move into the third and final round, it has been one-way traffic so far, because the man in blue, David Surov of Russia, has kept the movement going, and his teenaged opponent, Myrzakir Koshaliev, hasn't been able to close the gap. Well, it's been a case of rinse and repeat in terms of the strategy being implemented by the Russian team. It's not broke, so they are not looking to fix it. Look at that, how quickly those straight punches are going in. And Koshaliev simply can't get anything away, and now he's being touched up with clusters of punches underneath and around the corner. Well, the question as to whether the movement of Surov was going to be diminished, I think is being answered here, because he simply has always kept a gap between himself and his opponent, and he's been active enough with his hands so that this can't be construed as running. Single left hook was easily defended by Surov, and now turning punches around the rear of the guard and up the middle as well with the uppercut. Very good display this, hitting without being hit. The art of boxing epitomized through 2.5 rounds by David Surov. And again, he's trying his utmost, and he is getting a little closer here now. Remember, we are in the super heavyweight division, so this weight class more than any other can see a contest completely turned on its head, courtesy of a single sweetly timed shot. But with less than a minute remaining, I think that's the realm that Koshaliev finds himself in here now. Oh, that's a wonderful right hand catching Koshaliev as he was looking to load up with a left hook. Surov's accuracy has been on point right from the opening bell. Well, there's a hard charge forwards by Koshaliev to conclude the round. Well, he gave his absolute best. He never stopped trying, Koshaliev, but he simply could not get Surov to stand still. Couldn't get close enough to cut him off, couldn't pin him in the corners. But an invaluable experience earned by Koshaliev. Just 18 years of age, remember, competing in a senior world championships. And how much better is he going to be in 4 years, or 2 years' time, excuse me, for the next edition of this biennial extravaganza. Well, let's get the conclusion then of this contest with the announcement. Surely it's Surov on a unanimous decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, on ring 3, your winner by unanimous decision. In the blue corner, representing Russia, David Surov.
So the effort of Koshaliev rewarded by one of the judges in the final round. But Surov controlling things very effectively indeed, using his feet and his accurate placement with his straight punches in particular. In the final round, he began to bring hooks around the corner and uppercuts through the middle into play. And it's David Surov who goes through to the semi-final stage in the super heavyweight division. Koshaliev, what a year he is having picked up Continental Under-22 gold in July here in his first World